Hey everybody out in YouTube land, my name is Mike and I love guitars. In today's video, we're going to take this 2001 Fender American Series Strat and begin the process of modding it into a pure rock and roll machine. This is the first video of what's going to be a short series detailing and documenting all the mods and changes I make. So, let's do this. Disclaimer. This is not a sponsored video. All gear in this video was either purchased by me or by a friend who's lending it to me for the purposes of this video. Most importantly, all thoughts and opinions expressed in this video are mine. So a while back I was checking out pawn shops and I came across this 2001 Strat. It is basically the exact same guitar as the Strat that I inherited from my dad, but I was comfortable with their asking price, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. It sat in the case for a while as I thought about what to do with it. I already had a Strat with 3 single coils and a Strat with 2 single coils and a hot rail, so I really wanted to do something very different with this guitar. Also, the guitar itself is far from mint condition, so I really wasn't worried about affecting the resale value of it either with any mods. As I've said before, I really love the simplicity of a guitar with a single pickup and a single knob. So after a lot of back and forth, I decided that I wanted that format for this guitar. And I'm also going to do a couple of other changes just to kind of reflect my personal taste for a guitar. For today's video, the first step is going to be changing the stock tuners with a set of locking tuners. I played guitar for decades with standard tuners, but after getting my first guitar with locking tuners a couple of years ago, I want them on everything now. They just make changing strings so much easier. And with as many guitars as I have, I change a lot of strings. There are a ton of great options for aftermarket locking tuners, but for a simple drop-in replacement, I decided to go with the Fender locking tuners. They look like the stock tuners from the front, and they were priced competitively with aftermarket locking tuners. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the strings off this guitar and start making some mods. Okay, we're gonna get started with installing these locking tuners. Here are my tuners. These are Fender branded official locking tuners. I went with Fender because it was priced competitively and I was looking for a very, very simple drop-in replacement. So let's get going. So the system that holds these Fender tuners in place is very, very simple. On the tuner itself, there are 2 very small pins that line up to holes in the back of the headstock. Then you essentially have a washer and a little ferrule or bushing, however you want to say it, that goes in the top. And that's it. It's just 3 parts that hold it in, and it's all held in place by the threads here. So there's no screws in the back at all. The new tuners go on very easily. You just line the pins up with the same holes in the back of the headstock. And they go back on. It's the exact same thing, just a washer and a little ferrule. One thing to note with these washers, there is a slight bevel. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but there is a slight bevel to that one side of that washer. You want that bevel side up. It's not gonna make a massive difference, but you want the bevel side up. And just like that, we are done installing our new tuners. I cannot stress enough how easy these tuners were to install. No drilling, no templates, no worrying about the new tuners being crooked. The only tool that was needed was a 10mm wrench. This is the definition of a drop-in replacement. I'm not gonna review the use of the new tuners in this video because I haven't put new strings back on it yet. I haven't put new strings back on it yet because I still have a lot of work to do on the front of the guitar, and at this point, new strings would just be wasted effort. And with that, we are done with the first video in the series. This video is a bit shorter than my normal videos, but that was intentional. Quick, to the point, and hopefully informative. So be sure and check back soon for the next video in this series.